Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing the daily tarot card reading for March the 7th, 2020, okay? If you do like my readings, feel free to like, share, subscribe, okay? Or leave a comment. So, the first card that I got for this reading is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, like he may be trying to protect someone or he may be going for a prize. Like when you go to war, there's some type of goal that you have in mind. So I wasn't sure who this Knight of Wands was, so I did decide to clarify. But when I clarified, I got a lot of cards. So I almost thought I was wrong, but I'm going to tell you what the cards are. So the first card is the Empress, okay? This doesn't mean this is who the Knight of Wands is, but this is the start of the reading. So this has to do with a mother. The previous day's reading was about a mother, okay? So it has to do with a mother and many opportunities coming her way. Okay, it didn't say in what. Let's see. So then we have the Judgment card. Okay, so what we're discussing in the reading for the previous day has to do with like an investment in regard to maybe a child. Okay, and it does seem to come back through for this reading. Okay, but maybe I have a better understanding of what the child needed. Okay, so I'm not sure if I just said a judgment about an investment. Okay. So then we have this could be financial like limitations because the mom was supposed to maybe give something to her child and she needed some type of financial help. Okay. Let me make sure that's the correct meaning. Let me look at the next card. So the next card is Temperance. So I don't think we were talking about a union in between twins yesterday. We were talking about the possibility of a child needing resources from the parent financially. So it's saying temper your spending because there's a debt or a concern about debts or bills. Okay, and that was in regard to the mother. So the Seven of Swords. It really depends on how I see the Five of Pentacles card that just showed up a while ago. Because it could be about a judgment about a relationship, like a soul contract with the masculine who was in the previous day's reading. I think he was the King of Swords, okay? Probably he was upset about being asked for money, okay, in regard to the child. But anyway, so if it's about a soul contract, maybe perhaps the energy is to temper that soul contract. Don't jump back into that soul contract. But I think it was about money. Something about temper your spending. Okay. The Seven of Swords here can be about, I'm not sure if this is about I think this is about love, okay? So it really can be either or. So if we're talking about love, the person you have a soul contract with could be stealing something from you, like your time, your energy, your love, maybe not giving you back something, but it's just saying that this issue, whether it is the need of the child is stealing away resources, or if it's a relationship partner that was coming in, perhaps that person takes more than what they give. Okay, so the next card is Recovery, like time for rest and relaxation. Maybe someone has been stressed out. Maybe perhaps somebody feels like, the feeling I get is that somebody feels like every time when they make money, it goes back out the door. Maybe that's the correct meaning of the cards. Every time they make money, it goes back out the door. So instead of putting this whole burden on their head, maybe perhaps they're taking a rest from the worry about the situation. The next card is in regard to the King of Cups. So I can't tell if, Okay, no, the mom was feeling strained financially. So because of that, she resorted to speaking to the father of the child. I assume it's the father or the stepfather or something. So this doesn't have to be his original like he didn't have to be King of Cups. Is saying that he's emotional about the situation, okay? When she asked him for money, which we did see that in the previous day's reading. And so now the final card for the clarification is somebody is stressed out or having nightmares about being asked for money. Okay? And so as we get to the end of the reading, maybe you'll figure out what we're talking about. Because I think I kind of figured it out a bit. Okay, so now we have the Queen of Swords, okay? So the Queen of Swords is the mother's energy. And this is in regard to the fact, like, I asked you to help and support the child. I'm saying the child because I'm not sure if it's a child they both share together. So she was like, well, I asked you to help support this child, and I really wish so. It seems like she's saying something to this masculine to try to, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure if the Knight of Swords is the mother, because we started off with the Emperor. So is it the mother trying to protect her child's interest? That might be what it is. So because the dad is in his feelings and having nightmares about supporting the child, the mother is probably saying, well, I wish that you would be a caring father or stepfather or whatever his role may be in the child's life and support the child, because when we invest in this child, we will see a benefit of it later on. So I think it's important for us to put money or invest in this child. So she is saying something maybe to draw the masculine in. So the next card here is the Tower. So whatever it is that's being pushed is not able to go through, okay? It's kind of like trying to pass a bill, but it's not going through. So she's trying to speak her way into success with this masculine, but it may not be working. So the next card is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is there's important news coming in, okay? I don't know if this is coming in from the child. The last time when the child brought news, maybe the child didn't have the full disclosure of what was going on. So now maybe perhaps when mom asks questions, because I said ask your child questions to figure out, well, let me get the full details of what's going on. So maybe the child brings back the answers like, Mom, okay, I found out this is the cost for this part and that part. And, you know, I don't know. So the next card here is the High Priestess reversed. And so it's almost like somebody does something shocking and unexpected. Okay. I don't know what that is. If it were about a soulmate contract or something. Because actually when I saw this, what I thought about was that the battle soldier, the first card, the Knight of Swords, that he was going after the Queen of Swords, but she felt cold in her heart and she didn't want to receive him. So what I thought was that the High Priestess reversed meant that she decided to go against her better judgment and to put her trust and faith in this person. That's what I thought it meant. And it could well be the meaning. So if it's in regard to the child, the High Priestess reversed, maybe mom said since dad doesn't want to cooperate, maybe she has some slick plan to, I'm not sure if she has some slick plan to figure out how to make this situation move forward. So let me see. So now she's back in Empress energy with a different deck of cards, okay? The first one we're clarifying. So showing her as mom again. And what I thought was that this was about a new idea. Okay, it could be about a pregnancy, but I don't necessarily think that is what it's about. It could be about like a new business idea. The new business idea could even be a collaboration between two people, which is kind of what was suggested yesterday. So I'm not sure if maybe the parents gave some of the money the previous day and then they found out it still costs more money. I'm not really sure because it seemed like the child didn't have the full information. So here I just spoke about the Empress, which is the mom and her mom energy. The new idea. She has a new idea. That's what I think the High Priestess reverse meant. That she had a new idea of how to help her child. Her new idea is successful. I didn't figure out what the new idea is yet. So anyway, the Seven of Wands is the next card. So she is successful with her new idea, but she has to defend herself. She has to, is maybe somebody is 20 questioning the mother. Like she's trying to communicate to the father, stepfather, or whomever, like, you know, if we invest in this child, it will greatly benefit the earth, the world, something. It'll greatly benefit the child. Okay? So I'm not sure what the questions are that the dad or whomever is asking. Okay. So then we have the abundance card here. So I'm not sure if because she had a victory in whatever her new idea is. So somehow, some way, I'm not sure if she did a presentation to others to convince them to donate money to her, you know, whatever the cause is. I'm not sure, but somehow, some way, there is abundance or dreams in which is being fulfilled. It says abundance 2 times, okay? So the next card that we have is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is telling us that we're moving to calmer waters, okay? But then when we have the Magician reversed, it's almost like maybe I thought I resolved that already, but apparently I didn't. It's still here. So maybe the situation is still unresolved. We thought we resolved it. We thought we could move away from it and relax our minds, but maybe we cannot. So this gets confusing. So it seems like the magician didn't manifest what he desired. I can probably check it one more time. He didn't manifest what he desired, but we're still moving forward anyway. I'm not sure how that works. Okay, take this card, the Magician reverse. Take it with a grain of salt. In your situation, maybe perhaps it could be upright or reverse. I don't remember what was horizontal or not. But, because that kind of doesn't make sense, so I'm not sure about that. So they're moving forward regardless. Somebody calmed their mind. I'm not sure if the money is there or not. Maybe there was an appearance that the money was there, but it's almost like somebody gave you a promise of something, but they didn't mean it, or they didn't remember, or whatever the case may be. Excuse me. Okay, so the next card here is the Four of Pentacles. It's reversed. So it seems like somebody is spending money. It seems like mom is spending money. It seems like mom thought that she had an agreement. Oh no, wait, maybe mom got some money. Maybe mom worked some extra hours or something like that, because it said money 2 times. Abundance, abundance. So, and then so maybe mom did spend the money, because maybe she had the money, but she was worried about paying her bills with the money. So she overextended herself by spending the money. And so now we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So now she is not feeling financially secure and stable. Now she has to be discerning where she puts her money. Okay, then we have the Six of Cups. So there's a reunion of some sort. Maybe this is about the child. I'm not sure if the mom is going to go visit the child at school or wherever the child is located, or if this is a reunion in regard to the 2 parents or however they're related, the 2 parties. Okay, so now we're talking about a debt, okay? A monetary debt. So it's like we're meeting up somewhere, whether it's on the phone, whether it's on social media, and discussing the fact that mom overextended herself and spent a certain amount of money, so they're having a discussion about it. And then the next card is the Hanging Man. So the Hanging Man card here is like there's an indecision. They don't know what, you know, are going to be the, I won't say consequences, but what they haven't made an agreement yet, basically. So we have the Sun card. So somebody was stuck in their feelings, stuck in their logical thoughts, on their mental calculator, and then some way, somehow they negotiated a working situation and their success. So the next card is a collaboration between the two. So it's kind of like, I paid this in advance, but I need your help to reciprocate so I can pay my bills, you know? And so the next card here is the Hierophant. So it depends on how I wanted to read this, because we could be talking about a relationship, because yesterday and because the Emperor showed up here, it's almost like I'm almost sure it's about a child, but I might have to go back and reread it according to a relationship. But for now I'm sticking with the child, the situation with the child. But let me see. I'm gonna stick with the storyline I already told you. So with that being said, okay, so the Hierophant is about something traditional. So I don't know if they worked out like a long-term plan that's traditional. Like, I'm not sure if they went to mediation or something. And this is like one day's reading. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if this means, this is kind of at the end of the reading. So I don't know if it means going to a courthouse to work out paperwork. I don't know if that's what it means. It just means something traditional is worked out in between the two. I'm sorry, I knocked the camera. But then we have the Page of Swords. So like, I'm not sure how far the storyline goes for the child, as opposed to, because what if mom paid the bill, she felt like she overextended herself, she was feeling financially insecure, and so what if she made a discerning decision about having a reunion with someone else from her past? Because it doesn't have to be the dad. It could be somebody else. Okay. So we could have jumped after she, yeah, that actually makes sense. After she jumped from, she, with the Chariot, proceeded to deal with the child's issue and made the payment. There we could have stopped talking about the child. And then when she felt overextended, maybe she went out to socialize, but she was careful with whom. Maybe she socialized with good energy people. I don't know if it's with financially abundant people. I'm not really sure. But so this could be a reunion with a past person in her life. It could be, say for instance, it's a past person. It could be anyone, okay? It could be someone from the past who owes her money, okay? Okay, so then they discussed, so this might make a little bit more sense. Then they discussed the financial debt, and then they got in a stalemate situation. They worked something out. And then, so I don't know who this person is. I didn't really check it or clarify it. But then this person she did discuss this with, maybe they had such a good time conversing and helping each other. Now, this is just me saying it, because at the end of the reading, it may not come out that way. So maybe they had a good, time together. I don't really think, I mean, they're collaborating in some way, but when I'm looking at this Hierophant card, I don't really think this has to do with like marriage or religion or anything like that. I think maybe it could be the two parents who worked out some type of agreement, like every month, can you at least give me such and such? Okay. And then the next card, so then I have to figure out what is this next card. So the Page of Swords has to do with somebody maybe gossiping. It's almost like somebody agreed to do something, but then they're talking about it behind the other person's back in a malicious way. Like, can you believe she asked me to do such and such, So that doesn't have to be the type of weird technological spying that, but it could be that spying can be something as simple as saying, hey, have you heard from such and such? Spying could be very simple. It could be very complicated. But somebody seems like they're gossiping. And then so I'm not sure if this is the King of Cups, the masculine. Because I'm not sure if I saw the King of Cups up there to clarify who was the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords was feeling what in nightmare. He was feeling like he was having a nightmare because the feminine asked him for money, okay? So an agreement was worked out between the two, but somebody is gossiping, okay? If the mom asks the dad or whomever for money, maybe the mom could be gossiping the dad and saying, can you believe he didn't want to put money in for his own? I don't know. But we have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups comes in as an emotional masculine. He's emotional about the situation. The reason why he's emotional because he feels like something is a heavy burden. And the next card here is the Eight of Wands. Has something to do with the contract. So I'm not sure if that's kind of cold word for whatever happened over here. Like I couldn't say marriage. So maybe this was like a contract. I said something traditional. So yeah, they worked out. It could just be a verbal agreement. But the masculine who's the King of Cups feels like it's like he's agreeing, but he doesn't really intend to cooperate. So I said the contract, in regard to the contract, we have the Ten of Swords, a betrayal. Who's betraying who? It might be easy to figure out. The masculine is the one who doesn't want to give money. So the betrayal, let me think about it. So I'm not sure if the feminine is playing tricks on the masculine or if the masculine is playing tricks on the feminine. But the King of Swords ends up feeling very, very like he is trying to do something maybe on the sly that's not really maybe constructive. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. So there's a monetary situation maybe in between two parents, and the masculine is not feeling good about it. So right now, you got to watch out for him if this reading resonates for you. And then I'm not sure who betrayed whom. So I think what happened is that what the mother said had maybe some loopholes in it, and then the masculine is upset about it because now it's kind of like you signed something, but you didn't realize what you're signing. Okay? So anyway, guys, thank you for listening. I appreciate you visiting my YouTube channel. Please come back again, okay? Anyway, if you would like to, look down in my description box. You can find a link for personal readings if you need one, or if you'd like to make a donation, okay? All right, take care. Bye-bye.